A very pleasant Saturday afternoon or evening or Monday morning, sorry, Sunday morning, depending on where you're at. Maybe it's Saturday morning. I don't know. Hello. Hope your weekend's going well. I did not think I was going to have time to stream today, but I do have a little bit of time. So I've just updated the Rotate Sim MD11, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to take it out for a spin. Millhouse, what's going on? Hello, sir. All right, let me see. Can I get into the cabin here? Yes, I can. The thing I forgot to check here is what's my sound situation.
Teacher,
We're good.
subscribing.
Oh, Downwind Sim. Thank you very much. And two things are happening.
Susie.
My sounds are working and the chat is showing up. So woohoo! Them's my shoes. Hey, what's going on, Kevin and Malcolm Foxtrot? Good afternoon, sir. Welcome in, you guys. All right. Well, I need to get. I'm just literally setting up. It was a total like on the fly situation here. So I am actually loading and starting apps as we speak here. So UPS 816 MD11. All right. I think I'm going to connect here. You've had an interesting week. Yeah. Well, hopefully interesting in a good way. All right. And uh
Hello, Samson.
no, downwind Sif, she did not. She she is has actually been cleaning all morning. Kind of, she bless her heart, she kind of took my honeydews and did them for me, so I just actually I've done like almost nothing today. I went out to the local convenience store and got myself a breakfast burrito and a coffee this morning, and that's like as much as I've done all day. I did manage a nap before noon, so like that's been my day. So here we are. But yeah, can't complain a bit. Can't complain a bit. Um, Malcolm saying had a very fun text conversation with the girl he'd been talking to. It was funny and with some you know what moments. Yeah, you. Sorry that that phrase got modded out there, but I understand. Sorry that that's still a thing, man. And you know you're getting your patience is getting tested, I guess, right? All right, let's see. I've got my flight plan ready, and yeah, we're gonna pre-file this baby. We're going from Minneapolis St. Paul down to Albuquerque for this flight. I thought it would be a pretty good test. It's maybe just a hair long, to be totally honest with you. Um, it's a 2 hour flight, but maybe not. Maybe it'll be okay. But I just saw we had ATC at Minneapolis because they've got that new flight beam scenery. Now we're in X-Plane, so we don't have the new scenery, but the default scenery in X-Plane looks pretty good. And we're heading down to Albuquerque, which is again, we chose that because we have or had anyway. Yeah, so we've got ATC between the two. It looks like maybe we'll not have Denver or Kansas City ATC in between, but that's all right. Oh, hey, and we just got a little PDC from our friends here at Minneapolis St. Paul. And oh, it looks like I do have some kind of a freeware custom scenery, I suppose. So that's cool. That works. But all right, that is set. I need to go to the load manager here and get my weight and balance and all that stuff, fuel and cargo payload stuff set. Looks like I've got a total payload of 180 point. I wonder how that will take it. I think 0.1. Trying to remember how that sets it. Pretty full. if I do it that way. Yeah, that's all right. Block fuel is, oh yeah, no, we're fine, we're fine. Block fuel is 63,300. Yeah, that'd be close enough. Taxi fuel, you always put about 2,000 in for that. And trip fuel today. What is our trip fuel? Looks like we need 35,000 of that. So a little over half will be the trip fuel. All right, let's our CG is in good shape there, so we can go ahead and apply that load. I'm not going to worry about you know, requesting the the fuel and all that stuff. We're just going to try to get going on the flight as soon as we can. So anyway, but I will get a GPU going here. All right, that looks good. And battery can come on. I love the sound of the gyros spinning up. It's so cool. External power, we've got it. We'll turn that on. We'll get the irises aligning. There's one with the fire test. There's two. And there is three. Working. Sounds good. Looks like check our barrow here. Departure airport is 3021. Oh, that's minimums. Might take me just a second to remember which click spots to hit. Oh, a thought just occurred to me. I don't know where my glasses are. I might need to go find my glasses. I can see well enough to do most things, but it might be kind of rough when I'm flying here. So I better locate those. Plus, I better locate those so I know the dogs aren't chewing on them. I do. I have both of them, Millhouse, and love them both. Both are very, very fun. In fact, I'm going to do my next Bravo tour is going to be in the MD80. So both are very, very good. X-Plane 12. Favorite between the two? This one, I would say. Yeah, I like this one. I don't have any other 3-engined jets, but it's not by much. It's not like a night or day thing. But I do like this one. I bought the MD80 first, and this one I picked up more recently. Okay, we need the... I don't need the beacon on quite yet, but I do need the emergency lights. And yeah, here's where I'm going to be struggling a little bit. I'll have to zoom in. Passenger signs can come on, emergency lights can be armed. And also I don't have very many cargo planes, Millhouse, so that's kind of why I like this one as well. Okay, last thing to do here. I'm gonna go take a peek. I'm landing at runway 8 in Albuquerque. So I'm gonna go take a look. You're supposed to enter the minimums here. So we're gonna take a look at that. I can pull that over while this is loading up, by the way. You went through the documentation of the MD80, and it seems wildly different than what you're used to. Well, it is, and that's right. That's half the fun, isn't it? I mean, all right, minimums. We're looking at 207. The cool thing I think about both of them is that they do, once you learn one, you kind of know the other. And how's the MD11 right now? It's excellent. It is excellent. In fact, that's kind of why I picked this plane for today. It just got an update here not too long ago, so I'm excited to see how it goes. The TFDI one, yeah, that's coming out, Malcolm, pretty soon, and you're thinking about getting that one, or you're in on it. I think the TFDI stuff has been pretty good in past sims, right? They kind of made a name for themselves back in FSX and P3D days. Um, I think the one knock on them back in the day was that they were pretty frame heavy. But this one here, I don't know. Like it looks. I actually sat down and flew it at Flight Sim Expo, and it looked pretty nice. I mean, it was it was pretty rough at that point still, but yeah, it's an active young development team, and I think that they're putting their heart into it. And if you really wanted an MU2, oh yeah, yeah, I saw that. I saw that MU2 for Microsoft Flight Sim that just came out. Does not look very good. But I guess again, what I've kind of been hearing and trying to tell people, and I don't have it, but is like they priced it right. Like it's priced at $10 or something. So it's definitely not meant to be study level. It's definitely not intended to have the best sounds in the world. And the biggest problem it has right now is that it, like you compare it to the X-Plane 11 version, right? Which is a fantastic rendition of it. So it's somewhat unfortunate, some maybe even a little unfair. But I think a lot of people are like they're expecting it to be similar to that one, and it's just not. It's just not. All right, that's approach 35475, and then center will be on 3340. But if you don't have that one, then I think you probably are pretty happy with it, to be honest, because it looks great, and I think it's pretty easy to operate, and it's unique. So I mean, like, it's not a total swing and a miss, I don't think. But yeah, there's no demand for an MU2. The one on X-Plane only works because it's so good. It's made itself a reputation. Millhouse is saying, yeah, if you want to churn out cheap, low quality stuff, at least release popular planes. Yeah, and who knows, Millhouse? Maybe somebody at Indie Builds kind of has like it's their like they own one or something, and they were wanting to put one out. I don't know. I'm totally guessing, but yeah, it seems it does seem like a little bit of a strange release, to be sure. Um, I guess time will tell. Time will tell. You think you saw that on Reddit before? Yeah. Well, and what it boils down to, and this has always been any build's sort of bugaboo, is like how well did they update it? How well did they support it? That's that's been their kind of their problem, at least in from what I've experienced in X-Plane. Okay, let's see. We're jumping in here,
Here's
and
Cowboy.
am I out of date? Is my nav data? I think my nav data is out of date. Ah, crud. I hope I don't run into anything that's gonna be an issue. All right, we are Minneapolis, St. Paul to Albuquerque. That's going to go in the to and from. And we do have an alternate, I think, probably Phoenix, isn't it? Usually when you're down here. Nope, Pueblo, actually. Pueblo, Colorado. You come back up north a little bit. We're going to initialize that IRS. We are UPS 816, and looks like we are given a cost index of 20 is all. 20. Okay, well, we're not in a huge hurry. We are going to be flying at 340. All right, Navigraph just got the new cycle. Okay, so Patagon. Oh, thank you, Rob. Yeah, welcome, my man. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm celebrating with the little, little Diet Dr. Pepper and some flight sims while my while my bride sleeps. She worked hard this morning, so she gets a little nappy nap. So, all right. So if Navigraph just got the new cycle up, that does mean I'm out of date and I might run. I hope I don't run across something. Looks like I'm doing Shep 1. Eh, boy. Well, let's find out, I guess. Anytime they recycle back to like Shep 1, you get a little worried that they've done something different. We'll fake it if we have to. Cruise level cost index. Let's go to page 2 here. All of this is looking good. And then let's go to the flight plan. So we're out of here on the... Where are you, Shep? Shep 1. Thank goodness. So that one's still an old one from last cycle. And it really is it's really these big international airports that cause all these updates, right? Because they're constantly tweaking their departures and their arrivals. One, two left is what they're telling me here, but I kind of think we're going to get 1, 2 right, personally. I don't think it's going to matter a whole heck of a lot. All right, that's in. From Shep, we go Roxanne, RXANN. And then we go Tayu. Sorry to make you watch the setup here. I know this is super exciting. You bought the Flightbeam MSP? Yeah, Malcolm, it's good, isn't it? Whoops, Tayu, is that right? Tayu, yep. And then Lima Foxtrot Bravo VOR. Uh-oh. Oops, sorry. Bravo Foxtrot VOR. Yeah, it's a fun place to fly into and out of. I'm just really happy to see the ATC that's been here for quite a while, because I do enjoy flying in this neck of the woods. And I don't know. All right, I'm going to need to look to see which ALS we have here. I can probably find that on SimBrief, can't I? Yeah. Usually it's the top one, but you don't want to assume that. All right. There we go. ALS. Where are you, ALS? Alamosa. So that should be North 37 West 105. Yep, it's that guy right there. Yeah. Most airplanes will put the closest one on the top of the list, but you never know, so it's good to not assume. And then we are ready for ready to talk arrivals here. So we're going to do the Sandia for the date me transition. Runway 8, we'll pick the ILS runway 8. And what am I seeing here? Albuquerque approach. Oh, I had it loaded up. Looks like I will be yep. Yeah, I want Karsten, I think that's probably how you say that. Karsten. Sweet. Insert. We've got a flight plan, boys and girls. All right, let's come up here and How do I step? I gotta remember how to step through this thing here. Don't remember. I don't remember. Yeah, blame Flight Beam for the ATC, but yeah, I just. Hey, thank you. Thanks for the card.
Welcome. Cool.
Love you. All right. Where? Millhouse, hey, what are you doing there, my friend? Tossing out little sleepy memes. Yep. It is indeed my birthday today. So, like I said, I thought for there we go, plan right here, plan. I thought I was going to be well. I left my schedule wide open basically because I wanted to. I didn't know what the plans were. I knew we had some dinner plans tonight. That was the only thing that I knew for sure. But so you know how you kind of want to leave the day open. But once I saw my wife was winding down and my mom was out running around, I'm like, all right, I think we're just gonna fly here. So yeah. So anyway, thank you, Millhouse, and yeah, Pentagon. I don't know about that, but once you know, the older you get, right, the less of a big deal the day is, and the more it's just fun to hang out with the people that you love, your family, and if you had a chance to hang out with you guys, your friends, that's also awesome. So I like all of that stuff. It's the perfect day. It's the perfect day. All right, and if I could find my glasses, it would really be the perfect day. So I may have to take a minute, go grab those. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. I've got all the SIDs, the stars. I got the waypoints. I got the plan checked. I'm ready to go to takeoff and approach mode to see what it is I should have for all of my stuff here. We're going to call it a flex temp at 50. We're going to say flaps. It's flaps 15 today. And then, why doesn't that give me... Oh, I got to put my slope in here. I'm going to say it's a slope of 0. And the wind currently... Hey, that's right. That's what I like to do at the end of the day. I feel almost kind of selfish when I do that. When I stream on my birthday or stream on a holiday, but then I think, it's just like what do I enjoy? I don't I would rather have moments than things. And this is a good experience. I love doing this kind of stuff, and it's been a while since I've been able to do it as often as I wanted. So it worked out, I guess, kind of like the perfect balance today, I think. Because once I'm done here, we'll be going out for dinner and just hanging out with the family. I watched football with my wife last night. I mean, it's just been a good couple days. Just like the perfect. Winds are variable at 4, so I'm just going to put 0 for the wind also. And outside air temp is what? 7. Somewhat chilly, but not too bad. Okay, what do I have to put? 0.7. There we go. Alright, there comes my V speed. So we're going to confirm these. 177, 220. Wow. Holy moly. That's cooking, man. I better go flaps. Let's go a more robust flap setting here. How about flaps? How about flaps 20? Let's go flaps. Actually, let's go. I have flaps 22 as my. Well, that didn't do a whole heck of a lot, honestly, for my V speed. So did it? Slowed them down a little bit here. All right, but man, oh man, that was a. Yeah, holy guacamole! Rotating at 172. That was that would have been something. Alright, got a discontinuity, which is fine. I think I have a discontinuity because I have, yeah, I've got this. I this Shep departure is, if I remember right, is a vectored departure. Okay, that's that. And in fact, we better look at the Shep departure here before we get too squirrely. There we go, Shep 1 from runway whatever. We'll probably set a runway heading initially, but yeah, we get kind of vectored out here down to the southwest. So all runways. Okay, so here we go. Runways 1, 2, right and left. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, top altitudes assigned by ATC. Yeah, this is just a. They'll tell us what heading to fly and what altitude to hit. So I'm not going to worry about setting any of that stuff right now. What I'll probably do though is I'll set like the runway heading. Okay, and I'll leave 10,000 in there. That should be just fine. My speed, I can leave that at 250. Let me set this over here. My speed, like I think you can also go VR or V2 plus 20. So like 182 maybe. All right. I think that'll work. Heading out to all that set. Okay, hey, we are ready, I think, for pushback. Yes, indeed. So for us, little taxi. Actually, let me do this before I do that. Let's get the APU going because it takes a minute. I might have just started those backwards. There comes the APU. It's spinning up. All right, let's brief the taxi here. So we're at Cargo City. All right, in here-ish. There we are. And this is why I think we're going to get 1-2 right, because very simple taxi out here. Tango to Yankee. I guess if they did give us 1-2 left, then we could come down Whiskey and cross, but I don't think they will. So we're going to push back with our nose to the right while the APU comes online here.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
Oh, it's John Fly. Good old John Fly. I wonder how he's doing.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Gadget there's Gadget FPV. Hello, hello. I am well. I hope you are also well. Nice to see you. All right, there we go. Everything's on here. Good deal, good deal. Packs. I'm getting some bleed pressure. Good. That's what I want. We're gonna do ignition A today. I did already put the passenger signs on. Now the beacon light can come on. Okay, and I'll put the logo light on. What the heck? Oh, there goes some traffic. Heading out. That's
okay,
1-2
all doors
right.
and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
There we go. Nice smooth rotate. And off goes the Delta. Nicely done, Captain. Yeah, this is, I guess I forgot. There's a little freeware update that does a nice job of kind of making sure everything is where it should be. And that's pretty cool as well. Do I have any interior lights to put on here? I feel kind of dark. There we go. This is a notoriously dark cockpit, so I know that kind of coming in here, but it does have some nice lighting. All right, release the parking brake. Parking brake released. We are ready to start engines. We're going to start with number 3 here. And we pull number 3 out. We're going to look for rotation here. Sim Flyer Brazil checking in. First time chat. Hello. How are you? Welcome. We're looking for about 15%. There it is. We're going to toss the fuel on. We're going to get a start on number 3. Just getting ready, by the way, if you're just joining us, to do a cargo hop from Minneapolis, St. Paul down to Albuquerque on the VATSIM network. We've got ATC right now from both Minneapolis and are leaving Minneapolis and heading into Albuquerque. Hopefully it'll be there as well. Life is good. Bills are paid. Wife is still with you. Simflyer Brazil, you have hit it on the head, my friend. That is good. Life is good. Life is good. All right. That one is stabilized. Now we go to number 1 and we do the same thing. Engine start. Pull that. We're looking for N2. There's the fuel. So, Simflyer Brazil, there is a new Minneapolis St. Paul scenery, but I'm on X-Plane 12, so I have just a freeware sort of update. I do have the Flight Beam scenery from for Microsoft Flight Sim, but that's we flew that actually on Thursday. Very, very nice scenery. I do like it quite a bit. Enjoy it quite a bit. I like Flight Beam stuff. Barely priced, and it's updated often, and frame friendly. Nice level of detail, and they don't go crazy with like modeling every soda can in the vending machine type of stuff, you know. But it looks great. I think. Solar Hawk, hello, welcome. Happy Saturday. Hey, there's a reminder of the next flight coming up. That's the Bush League Backcountry Fly-In. And that's going to be on Monday, so it's not a normal streaming time, or not a normal streaming day. It'll be a little bit of a bonus stream. But, yeah, we're celebrating 4 years of bush flying. You're getting a new sim. Simflyer Brazil says a new rig for your flight sim needs, and you're kind of torn between X-Plane 12, P3D version 6, or Microsoft Flight Sim. Ooh, yeah, tough choices there. Tough choices, to say the least. All right, electrical emergency power coming on. I will do the defog as well. We don't quite have engine 2 all the way up. Oh, yes, we do. So I can, at this point in time, I can turn the emergency or the external power off, and I can also turn the APU off. Yep, I am somewhat familiar with P3D, although I'm all the way back on, I think I was P3D version 4. I don't think I went to version 5. I enjoyed it. X-Plane 11 was my first foray into X-Plane, and X-Plane 11 I liked a lot better than P3D for a lot of reasons. And then Microsoft Flight Sim came onto the stage, and I have also enjoyed that platform. I would say my favorite platform right now, though, is X-Plane 12. But it's a lot of it is because I have the most add-ons. It's maybe a little bit of the same reason I stayed with P3D for so long. I had a lot of add-ons. I had a lot of scenery. I had a lot of airplanes that I really liked, and so that was the reason why I stuck with it. Did I not push back? Am I crazy? Oh, what? Why am I not? Why did I not push back? John Fly? What's going on, man? Oh, I bet I know. I bet I sometimes forget about this. I bet I still have the chocks. Yeah, I still have a chock set. There we go.
Starting pushback.
I started the engines without getting pushed back. I wasn't paying attention. So, yeah, I mean, I guess Simflyer Brazil, you got to weigh all that, right? Like, what do you have? Do you have anything in any platform right now? That's probably the one to build on. It seems like X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Sim are the more kind of have the better maybe outlook for the future. It seems like P3D is kind of the developers are sort of going away from that platform, but if you have a bunch of stuff for P3D, that would be the way to go right now. So, all right, I got to get this all done here. Doggone, I'm a little behind the curve now. Let's check our. Let's see. Like it's status. No, what? How do I check my flight controls? Config, maybe. There we go. So, full right, full left. Elevators are working. Rudder is working. Looks like my stab trim right now is at 3, and I want 6. So I'm going to go ahead and bump that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom, boom. And I also need to do flaps 22. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 down there, and then we're going to dial a flap. I love this in this plane. Dial a flap to 22. There we go. Dial a flap. What a great concept. You have invested a good amount of money on sceneries and aircraft for P3D, and that's what you've always flown. Yeah, it's going to be tough then, I think, to jump out of that, right? Because P3D is still a very solid sim. It's not a bad sim. It's just not, it's just different from X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Simulator. So, yeah, that sounds like...
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Sounds like you kind of have your, maybe have a little bit of an idea of what you want. Yeah. The control peripherals are more stable using Mobi Flight. Solar Hack, I don't have any experience with that. I'm not sure about that, but yeah. Oh, using X-Plane, I see. I gotcha. But all I can say, I guess I'm not a good one to ask. Not that you were asking, but I've had fun on all three platforms. So it's been, oh, you built a sim using X-Plane. Ah, yeah, I've got a friend that's doing that. Actually, a couple friends that are doing that. I see what you mean with the Mobi Flight. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Now there is, now you're talking about some investments there, so it is stable.
We'll be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Yeah, Millhouse, I would say that's one of the biggest strengths of X-Plane is the user interface is very, very nice, very intuitive. All right, there he goes, so we can turn some taxi lights on, and we do need to make a call here. We had a PDC, but we need to make a call. They want us to oh man, well, it looks like Minneapolis has went to bed. Oh, and Albuquerque as well. Wouldn't you know it? All right, well, so be it. We will still fly and have fun. And that's all right. That is totally all right. Yeah, so Simflyer Brazil, yeah, that's another consideration for sure with Microsoft Flight Sim is, yeah, you might want to wait for MSFS 24 to come out. Definitely. Yeah, so it is the golden era of flight sims, man. You've got nothing but great choices right now. And so that's a good thing, right? Minneapolis traffic, UPS 816 out of the Cargo City, taxi 12 right, Minneapolis. It's going to make it easier for me to step away from the cockpit for a minute and grab my glasses. That's all I know. Oh, we're heavy. We are heavy. Oh, I thought I clicked off on that. Okay. There we go. I was kind of like on Thursday. I couldn't get going, and I had left the pushback tug connected. If I can turn the parking brakes off, Solar Hawk, yeah, we're gonna roll. We're gonna rock and roll. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for stopping by the way. I really appreciate that. That was just your basic 46-minute setup. But, you know, what the heck? What's 46 minutes amongst friends? There goes a plane. I didn't hear him. Oh, man, I wonder if I... There we go. I better make another radio call here. Minneapolis traffic, UPS 816, out of the Cargo City, heading to 12 right, Minneapolis. Where the heck am I? I want this turn here. "46 minutes equals half a bush league setup." You know, you are right. Downwind Sim again. I hope you saw my message there. I am able to maybe. Oh, you did. You messaged me back. All right. But yeah, let me know if I can assist in any way. Anybody coming this way here? Nope. Wait, we got the joint to ourselves. I did fly the route, by the way, and it with just the airports that I worked on, it was a good 2 hours of flying around. Of course, at least half of that was me being lost. So, what are we hauling today, Mike Stein? Hello. As always, we are hauling a variety of Blue Fox baked goods straight from British Columbia down to the good folks of Albuquerque, with a little short stop at Minneapolis, St. Paul. Nice to see you, man. Minneapolis, St. Paul traffic. UPS 816 is departing 12 right, Minneapolis. I sure hope I'm broadcasting. I see it transmitting, so all right. It is. It is. Actually, no. I take it back, SimFlyer. This is a freeware update, and it is pretty nice. It is. It's got some custom signage on it, and the buildings are pretty close. And of course, all of the taxiways and stuff are good. And then I have ortho scenery underneath it as well, so that helps a bunch. Do I remember how to take off with this thing? I'm going to get lined up and just make sure. I used a lot of runway in that turn. All right, how do we do this? Take off. Let's see. Let's get the lights on first of all. Landing lights, high intensity lights are on. Logo beacon, all that stuff is good. Auto brakes need to be set to max. That is down here, if I remember. Where are you, auto brakes? Auto brakes, where are you? There we go. These are set to take off. I need to arm the auto flight by pushing this once. Okay. And then Advance the throttles to 60%. The auto throttle engages. And yep, we're on takeoff. Okay. Once we're going, we re-toggle the auto flight, and that activates the autopilot. All right, I think we're good. We got our heading is messed up though, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I got somebody probably texting me saying they're on short final. I'm sorry if you're that guy. Okay, here we go. Slowly increase. Full laps. Oh, I didn't arm the spoiler. Yep. Oh, I don't think I told it in the performance page that I was using flaps 22. I think I had flaps 15. That's why it's yelling at me. That would be all right.
We have less traffic, number 41, inbound jumping 8 miles, down to 7,000, expecting 1 2 right.
All right. Well, at least we know our comms are working. And we are just away. Whew, boy. Okay. Up, up, and away. Alright, climbing out. Doing good.
Terrain.
Yep. Terrain here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We got those high mountain ranges around you got to be careful of. Alright, that's looking good. We're just going to go flaps on schedule. Yep, trimming out. Alright, there's autopilot is engaged. Climbing. Looks nice. Looks nice. Looks really nice. I do like this plane. Flaps on schedule here, so we can go ahead. Let's go 15. Whoops. I need to go FMS speed, don't I? And we can go ahead and clear ourselves up to 340. Oh, I'm getting slow here, guys. Getting slow. There we go. Okay, let's I'm gonna need to turn back to the southwest here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just heading mode turn this guy. Let's say about 200 for now. There we go. Now it's speed's catching up to us here. There's flaps 15. We're gonna go.
Minneapolis traffic, Delta 29 and 47, crossing runway 22 at Alpha.
We're just gonna clean those flaps all the way up here.
Pacific, Delta 22 there, free downwind for 12 left approach.
Sorry, chat. I fell behind you just a little bit here.
Downwind for 12 right approach.
Alright. Good there. Now I can come over here and we can go direct intersection. We'll go Huger. We'll beautiful. Beautiful. And we can go nav. Should be on the right path here. Don't don't love that I'm... Yeah, I'm okay, actually. Slats retraction speed. We should be good. Yeah, we're doing alright. We're doing alright. Climbing really aggressively still, but... I think we should be back to FMS speed here. And then it should just follow the... McDo. Well, we'll keep a close eye on that, you guys. We're slowly regaining on it there. I think we're doing okay. And off we go.
Minneapolis traffic, double 2947, departing runway 12, right to the south, Mini.
To Albuquerque it is. Alright, into the clouds. And auto brake, I think it got turned back off, or it needs to get turned off, I guess is what it's reminding me of here. And I can unarm the spoilers. Okay, let's see here.
Minneapolis traffic, 22, there, 47, left space,
We are getting some moisture out there, so I think I'm going to go ahead and put anti-ice on here.
Minneapolis traffic, southwest 45, that's taking left base for 2 right.
It's kind of that time of year, right? Get a little rain, a little snow, cold temps. So better safe than sorry. We are through 10,000, so we can turn the external lights off. And might need that dome light a little bit later on, actually. All right, I think that looks okay. Was not a horrible departure. Now we're through that little system. Away we go. Man, I think the ortho around here looks so nice. Just looks beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't know if it'd be quite so green, but maybe it would be. Alright, so here's what I would like to do, guys, since we don't have ATC. Let's do this. First of all, let's add our flight plan. Rep sim brief. And I guess we don't have a... I was going to say maybe we could cut a corner, but it looks like once we're on our departure, we're sort of there. So never mind. We're not going to worry about that. This is pretty much putting us where we need to be. All right, Simflyer Brazil, going to go run some errands. Thanks again for stopping by. I'll be flying for a couple of hours, so have a good rest of your day if I don't talk to you before then. Yeah. Alright guys, I am going to take 2 minutes and run up, grab my glasses. I'll be right back. Alrighty, how are we doing here? Are we plummeting out of the sky yet? We're a live scene. Alright, there we go. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Oh, almost to top of climb. And glasses acquired. It's a good thing I went upstairs because the dogs had helped themselves to my winter gloves and my wife's winter hat, and they were soon to become no more. So, all right, that's good there. It's showing climb thrust still 34,000 set. Yep, we're good. We're good. We're good. Should level off, and we should be in business. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, okay, so it looks like it's just you and me on our flight today. No ATC, as we... yeah, sometimes these things happen. So, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't know... the Saturday night ops it's a cargo hop out of Miami, so that should be pretty fun. I don't know if you are looking for something to do, but That's what's happening tonight. But tomorrow, guys, here's kind of where we're at here. We've got, yeah, I think this is, yeah, this is Mountain Air. Somebody's parked there, maybe. But we are going to be doing some flying around this area. Actually, I've built some scenery. Well, I didn't build it. I think I might have built some of it, but I've upgraded it from what we had in MD11 to work kind of down in south of the field. And I think Downwind Sim, 2 of the 5 wouldn't open in WED. But you fixed them? Okay. Okay, well, it's good that I sent them your way to make sure. I know I had problems with one of them, Downwind Sim. One of the sceneries, it didn't want to use the code, the airport code. It had a different code on it, but so I don't know if that was one of them. They had an apt.com file in there. Weird. Ah, that's a good question. No idea. I don't even know what an apt.com file does. Oh, that's interesting. But so anyway, I think that Downwind Sim is maybe also working on 2 new sceneries, and so that'll be kind of fun. Let's see who else is flying today. We've got Smitty, Vero Beach. Malcolm is up flying over the UK. Metner is at Riverside. County Sheriff Thermal Heliport. Oh, Medner. You picked up a whirlybird, didn't you, my friend? Nerdbark is descending somewhere. Let's see where Nerdbark is at. Oh, over almost to Copenhagen. And Pavlin. Pavlin's over the Mediterranean Sea right now. Ooh, man, doing a long one. Wow. Wow, all the way from Union, Saint Denis. Wow, the Reunion Islands here off of Madagascar, all the way across Eastern Africa. Actually, they're going, started in Amsterdam, it's heading down there to Roland Garros. That's going to be a heck of a flight there, but fun stuff nonetheless. Okay, it is what X-Plane, apt.dat is what X-Plane looks for. Huh, I wonder, I'm going to look at mine real fast here, Downwind Sim, and see. Where did you... Wheatfield. I see a couple of them have better pushback route .dat files in them now too. Oh, that's odd. I don't know where those came from. Where would those show? Or would you see those in the? Don't open it. It might be a, you know what? Okay, well I don't see any of those files. I don't see any of those apt.com files. Okay. 9 Alpha 9. All right. Well, I don't see it. I don't see it there. So Earth nav data. Oh, sure enough. No, actually no. Yeah, apt.dat. So do I need to? You're telling me I need to delete that out of there? Is that what you're saying? Can I just click on it and delete it? Here's what I'm seeing. apt.dat.com. Delete that. Yeah. All right. Delete. All right. Beautiful. Was there any other that had that? Guess I could check. Yep, that Wheatfield does. Weird. I wonder if I got a little 6 Oaks. I wonder if I got a little virus or something. Interesting. Because I also, like I say, I also have these better pushback routes. I don't think I need those, do I? Yeah. So Brevard is the one that it should be NC16, but WED didn't like that. WED made me use some other 3-letter code, even though this is what it shows when you look at it on SimBrief. So I don't think I'm not really giving much away, because really all we did here, you guys, is, oh, maybe it wasn't Brevard. Shoot. It might have been Brevard. Anyway, when you load it up, you'll see if you type in the code for Brevard, it won't show up, but if you type in the name for Brevard, you'll see the code that X-Plane wants us to use. But anyway, so what we're doing, you guys, and again, like I said, I don't think I'm giving anything away, because what we decided to do with this latest Bush League Backcountry Fly-In is do a revisit all the way back to our first anniversary. So all the way back to Bush League Fly-In Series 13. So this is before we even had like a cover image. That's how far back we go. And these are the fields, and that I redid. They worked well in X-Plane 11, but they needed a little bit of cleanup work. A couple new, a couple library updates, things like that. Apparently, I've also tried to put some malware in there. So, yeah, that's where we're gonna be flying, and the route basically, like I say, it takes you kind of to the south and east. So here's Mountain Air, takes you down around here. So this is Asheville, and Greer Spartansburg, if you just kind of want to know. Send me that Sky Vector route. Okay, I will. Link. Copy. Now, I don't like this Brevard Airport is only an estimate of where that is, by the way. Brevard is not one that is it's not one that's on our map, and this is Transylvania Community. Brevard is down here somewhere, but it's close enough. Close enough. The one I had a lot of trouble finding was this guy right here. This is Wheat Field, and it's an airstrip that's in amongst a patchwork of, like, it looks like a quilt. I'm gonna see if I can show you what it looks like here. I don't know where I'm at. Let's go to Asheville. Let's see. Alright, there's Asheville. Yeah, so Wheatfield is over it's over here somewhere. And so, like, it is like a jigsaw puzzle. And you're just looking around and you're like, oh, that could be one. Nope, that's not it. Oh, that could be one. Nope, that's not. Oh, that could be one. No, that's not it. And that was the one that I had the hardest time finding. I really, really struggled finding that one. And I think what I ended up doing, yeah, I think I put in the Spartanburg VOR and I estimated, like, you know, it should be on about a 330, you know, 337 heading in about 12 miles. And so that got me like in the area. And then I just wandered around until I saw something that looked kind of like the airstrip. I wonder if it'll still show on Volanta what I did. Let me see if I can show you. Sometimes it'll... Roanoke, where are we here? Richmond. I can't even find where the heck is, that's too far north. So it was, oh, there it was. There was the flight. All right. So there we go. So it's saved. So I took off from Mountain Air, and I found the first airstrip pretty quickly, and was able to just fly a little left-hand pattern in and do okay. The second one, this one is Fox Haven Plantation, and this I found, but I was way too high and I had to kind of buzz around a little bit, and anyway, was able to get in there. But then this one was the one that I got all kinds of messed up. So I flew by it and didn't even see it. Then my needle, I think my needle came in about right here, so I'm like, ah, crap. So I came back around here looking for it, still didn't see it. About right here, I said, I'm going to turn back around and just chase it the other way. And then, like, on my second turn, I saw it, and I'm like, okay, there we go. So I was able to come in. But that was the tough one there, just because, again, it is. I wonder if I could show this with, seems like there's an overlay now for this where you can just show the map, right? Yeah, U.S. sectional. No, I just want the satellite map here. So yeah, it's right there, but like like it is just, there's so many things that look like potential landing strips. It's all over the place. And it's, yeah. So anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun, I guess is what I'm getting at. The one thing about these flights is the challenge is to find them, but that's when the challenge kind of starts, because then you have to actually land successfully, and so it's a two-pronged attack or something. But anyway, I think you'll enjoy it. If you've never done a Bush League backcountry flying before, this would be a heck of a fun one to start with. And again, this is the beginning of year 5, if you can believe it. I still have anti-icing on? I do. I don't need to have it on now. Definitely up above that business, so we'll turn that off. And all my lights are off here. Any top tips for someone prematurely making the jump to turboprops? No, the one thing you'll notice about a turboprop is that they don't respond quite as quickly as non-turboprops. So like you pull back on the throttle, it takes a little time for it to spool down, and so you sort of have to be almost a little more ahead of a turboprop than a naturally aspirated engine. And kind of in both directions. If you want to add power, like it takes a little bit. Yep, no chop and drop. Yeah, don't blow it up. That'd be the other. Maybe that should be the first tip. Don't blow it up. They are so much fun, and they go really, really fast, and they can go really high. So I've had a lot of fun with the different turboprops that I've flown. And it sounds like that M500 is another really good addition to the crew, to the hangar. That's a good tip. Maybe you should just plan on catching it on fire a few times, because I don't think there's any way around it, because it just takes a little different approach. And like some of them, like the TBM, it's interesting because like you have to, like it has to spool up to a certain point before you can add fuel, and then it has to spool up a little bit more before you can increase the RPMs, and it's so they all kind of have their own little personalities. And I know like everybody that flies a turboprop's like, oh, it's so easy to fly a turbo, it's easy to start one. It's really like it's not any easier or more difficult, it's just different. If you want a plane that's easy to start, I mean, shoot, the flipping DA62, right? You just push a button. And you want one that's hard to start, like the Cessna 310L. That sucker is it starts when it wants to start. It has nothing to do with the manual. It's just if it doesn't feel like it, it's not going to start, or it'll start and then stop just because. You're going to start with the Lancer, yeah. I think the Aerobasque planes are like a perfect spot to jump into a plane like that. But it's fun to hop into a single engine general aviation plane, and all of a sudden you're getting to your destination like in half the time, and you're like, whoa, this is kind of fun. This is good. Nothing against the Cessna 150 or anything like that. You know, sometimes it's fun to fly slower than the traffic drives, but sometimes it's fun to hop in one of those suckers and just freaking go, right? You guys will have to let me know if the engine levels are okay, if it's too loud, too quiet. We are... Where are we? I really like this feature. This is a cool feature in Volanta now. This is really, it honestly has become a very powerful, good tool. And I just have the freeware version. So this has been a fun thing to mess around with. And then it's really fun to come in and do stuff like this. Like, I didn't realize, I mean, I knew I flew out of Minneapolis, St. Paul a lot, but until you kind of like do this and you start to see all the little spider webs you put on it, you're like, okay, yeah. I've done a few flights out of this airport. Drobart is now Dr. Tissick? Is that what you're gonna call? Is that how you say that? Instead of Dr. Obart, you're Dr. Tissick. Got yourself a new phone. Very good. Teenager Insick. I'm probably going to just call you Drobart because I'll forget all that stuff. But hey, welcome, man. Dirty sack. Dirty sack. Dirty sack. Oh, I like that. Teenager and sick. Yeah, I'm horrible with these things, you guys. Horrible. Nice to see you, man. All right, what's our status? I don't need that on both. Got you're part of the KC-135 ground crew, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You guys are probably getting to the point where your season is starting to wind down a little bit, right? What do I want here? So many choices. Yeah, maybe that's the best one to have. Pressurization will do that. Did I get the new... did I get a new DDS plugin? The blend at 9A9 isn't there. No, I didn't get a new... I didn't even touch the DDS files. I just loaded them into... WED, and I took out like the old trees and shrubs and stuff and put in the new stuff from the laminar library, and I did add like the Bush League banner and stuff like that, but I didn't do anything with the, like you talking about with the ortho photos and the geotiffs and stuff like that. Yeah, this is whatever is in there right now is what, like, in fact, I have some Photoshop stuff that I probably could have taken out. Honestly, I didn't realize it was still in there, the ortho blend. But yeah, this, whatever this was, is just what, like, it's there from 2020 basically. So that might be old and outdated stuff potentially. Is that what I'm hearing? I guess I didn't even think about that. Thank you. So yeah, unfortunately that'll be the same for all of those. Shoot. So what do you just load those into Photoshop and then just re-export them as DDS again, and that updates them, or what is the process for that? Oh, so having that is actually very helpful. Well, good. I'm glad that accidentally worked out. I wish I could say I planned that.
chill, dark green.
Ori, hello. I have not fallen out of the sky yet. Nice to see you. Happy Saturday. Welcome. Yeah, we're just doing a little cargo haul from Minneapolis, St. Paul, over to Albuquerque. The Rotate Sim MD11 got a little update the other day, so I thought I'd break it out, see how she was working. As you can see, it is as beautiful as ever. As my friend Good Fixin said, he picked it up. We were hemming and hawing. We were both lamenting the lack of progress on our beloved IndyBuilds A300 that we had in X-Plane 11, and so he bought the bullet, or bought the bullet, bit the bullet, and bought this plane first. He's like, I gotta have something, and I'm like, all right, well, let me know. And this was after like it had, received a bunch of updates, because initially the release was a disaster. There was a lot of bugs, and anyway, he picked it up probably about a year ago, and he's like, well, I don't know if it's quite the A300, but it scratches an itch, and he's exactly right. And I think in some ways, now that I've got it, like I almost think I like it more than I like the A300. She is flying well. Yep, flying well. I liked the A300 because it was the first time I dipped my toe into the Airbus, pool, and it was very old school and had a lot of Boeing-isms, and just a lot of quirky history behind it, which made it really interesting to me. But it was quite underpowered, and anyway, then when it just never really got updated for X-Plane 12, I just kind of, I don't know, I guess I just moved on. And then when it was updated for X-Plane 12, and it just wasn't right. It just still had some things that weren't working correctly, and I'm like, all right, time for me to move on. So I know IndyBuilds is working on one for Microsoft Flight Sim, and I'm like, yeah, well, I just don't know. I'm not sure I'm gonna go down that road again. But yeah, this thing here is I like it because it's kind of a merge between old school and modern. In a lot of respects, it's like the MD80, right? Like you expect to look over here and see an engineer's panel, but the MD80 was like, it was renowned for its, at the time, like very modern innovation, and like it had all the latest, computer systems in it, and this is the same type of thing. It came out and was very cutting edge for its time, and it's done nothing but receive upgrades, and it's like, that's why it's still flying. But this one definitely is glassy. It's not your old six-pack like the original ones, or a little bit more. But for me, I kind of like that. I don't know. I kind of like that. Like, I think I would like I really love my 747-200 because it is total old school glass. Yeah, you can put an INS in it or an LTN, whatever that LTN is, but like, I also think I would like the modern 747, like whatever the last one was, the Dash 800 or whatever. So you've never cared for the MD class, but this does look nice. Yeah, it's different. It's different. Mike forgot some news. Your major award from Slant Alpha arrived today. Oh, you got a mug. And I assume it will make my coffee taste mildly of 100 LL. I'm sure it will. I'm sure that you'll have that jet fuel finish, right? That's awesome. Yeah, that was my... I remember entering and entering and entering until I finally won. I was never more happy than when I got my Slant Alpha coffee mug. Definitely a prized possession. The thing that I've also liked about this, we can check our hair, but is like I've been really happy with like the animation and stuff that comes with it. Like it'll show you loading up and I don't know. I don't think we have anything in here right now. I could be wrong because I just clicked on auto load. Yeah, so there's nothing in here right now, but it'll show the if you're patient, unlike me, it'll show the crates being loaded in and the doors animate really nicely. Yeah, it's a cool plane. It's got just enough detail back here to kind of add to the immersion, but it's not killing your frame rates. You know, this would be a lonely old jump seat right here, wouldn't it? Maybe you could kick the arm down and take a nap or something. Can't even really look out the window. Got your oxygen mask on if you need it, though. And you have, I think, direct access to, I think there still is a coffee pot or something over here. I don't know. I feel like this is the coffee pot making station. Ori also has one of the Slant Alpha mugs. Yeah, they're like all the cool kids have the mug, so beginner's luck, Mike says. Well, whatever, man, whatever. You got yours. That's what's important. All right, I'm going to just close that up. Yeah, so the sounds were one thing, Ori, that were really criticized early on. It was really, really quiet. And a lot of people just thought, like, overly quiet. And the developer said, look, the engine's like right there way back in the back. Like they're not even, you know, they're farther back even than like a 737, you know, like, because this is really stretched and this one's, so they're like, the engine sounds aren't supposed to be that loud. But I think the community was right in the regards that they were even too soft for, you know, for what they were attempting to do. Plus, there is kind of that line, too, between, like, reality and sim-ism, where when you're a sim pilot, you like to hear the engine noises. You just do. Even if it's maybe unrealistically loud. Downwind Sim, you don't have a mug, do you? Sorry, man. That's what you were telling me. So Downwind Sim makes a valid point. You'd probably hear the wind more than anything else in the CJ3 that he's flown in multiple times. He keeps reminding me, yeah, that's what you hear is the wind, not the engines. Yeah. Well, it's the same thing with the panel, right? Like the panel here looks really dark. Down here, when you kind of get here, it looks good. And so, like, that's been a big thing with X-Plane, because, like, if you're looking outside, everything down here is going to be dark, but your eye can adjust almost instantaneously from here to here. And so, how do you balance that in the sim? How do you balance that without ruining the kind of the immersion? I don't know, but unless you're sitting in your seat, then that's all you hear. Yeah, right. What'd you say? Huh? Are the engines in the CJ3, are they back on, they're back off the, like near the tail, right? They're back in the way back. Yeah. This is what Mr. Big City gets to fly in from time to time, the CJ3, little citation jet. Yeah. So even when you're sitting back in the back, you don't hear the engines. Or he likes the deep bass of the PMDG 737 engines. Yeah, me too. But in flight, the engines for almost all planes should be muted. You should only hear the hiss of the air running along the fuselage. Yeah. Maybe in the last row you'd hear the engines, but it's mostly wind. Yeah. And I guess when you queue up like white noise engine sounds, yeah, you do. You pretty much just hear the wind. Hey, Agent Presta. Good afternoon. Can I? I don't know if I can. I'm not gonna try. I was gonna try to put the landing gear in parked mode. But I'm afraid it'll go all the way down. I don't want to do that. I'm turning over a new leaf, Downwind Sim. Alright, we are about halfway, about an hour in or so to our flight. And I think what I'm going to do is take a quick stretch break. And then when I come back, I should say, we will take a look at the arrival and the approach and kind of get everything configured, figure out where we're going into Albuquerque. So thanks again for tuning in. Hang with me here for just another minute or two and I will be right back. Downwind Sim, I'm ignoring you. Hello, Agent Bravo 7. Sorry I was away for a moment. Thank you so very much for the raid. Nice to see you. We're hauling cargo. Minneapolis into Albuquerque. We're actually just getting ready to brief the arrival here.
I Agent Bravo 7.
Things are going well. This plane is performing nicely, and the sim is behaving, and my sounds are working, and my chat's working. So the biggest thing is that the chat is working, so Downwind Sim can't be complaining like he normally does. So I'm happy. Things are good. All right, let's go Albuquerque. We are on... Oh, I don't know how you say this. The Sandia? Maybe it has. I don't even know. Sandia 4 RNAV arrival. We're going to be coming off the Date Me transition down to Eastban. It looks like our first altitude restriction is going to be here at DTEC. So we'd like to be 270 knots and flight level 280 to 200. Then we come down here to Volcano. We need to slow to 250 and be between 16 and 14. Then aside 250 for our speed and 10 to 11,000 for our altitude. And then Kristen, slow to 210. We've got a hard altitude at 9,000. We are expecting runway 8. So let's pull that approach back up. ILS runway 8. So once we get to Kristen, we will give ourselves a 150 heading to Unixif, and then a more gentle 108 heading to intercept the localizer and the glide slope here at, well, the localizer at G-Lob and then the glide slope here at Giselle. Looks like we need to be at 7,200 by G-Lob and then 6,300 to intercept the localizer here, or the glide slope I should say, at 5.3 DME. Awesome. If we go missed, we're going to make a climbing right-hand turn up to 8,000, basically come back where we came from to the Albuquerque VOR and hold. Alright, that looks good. Frequencies 111.9, approach course is 79. So let's get all that stuff set here. My dog is coughing. It is a very fine chat. I didn't want your chat experience to be ruined 2 days in a row, 2 streams in a row there. So I called maintenance and I had them come in and do a little OBS chatbot rebuild. So you're welcome. All right. So our first restriction is at DTEC. We should be at 270 for my speed. Yep, and in between 280 and 200, so that will work. Quality over quantity. Oh, did I get snow this past week? No, we got, our last snowstorm was actually two Wednesdays ago. We got snow actually Wednesday and Thursday we got some snow, but man, I tell you what, this week was just beautiful. It was like high 50s, and it was I think it's even in the 60s today, so it's just absolutely gorgeous. It wanted to snow really bad but didn't stick. Yeah, I think you got kind of the tail end of maybe what we had, but you also have a nice weather pattern right now, don't you? Okay, where was I? Cinda, yep. Oh, sorry, wait, no. DTEC. Then Cinda, we should be, no, it's Volcano, which is our next restriction. Speed is 250. Altitude needs to be between 16 and 14. That's where we're at. Then Kirsten 210 and 9,000. That's perfect. Then we get on to the approach, the ILS or localizer runway 8 approach. G-Lob at 72. That's where we join the localizer, and Giselle at 6,300 for the glide slope. And then there's our fix for the missed approach. All right, you guys, I think we got ourselves at least part of what we need. Let's go to the NavRad and let's make sure we have everything in that we need. The frequency here, India Sierra Papa Tango. That's our boy right there. Yep, 111.9. The course is 78. Actually, the course according to the chart is 79, but we can live with that. So that is ready to go. And yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape. Let's come over here and let's take a look at our takeoff and approach. So we're going to be flaps 35, a V approach of 164, and a V ref of 159. I don't know why it's still telling me to align the IRS. A little late for that, isn't it? Elevation 5,300 and change. That checks. Length 13,793, and that also checks. Start. We have to be clean at 207. Slats can start coming out at 174 and 162. We can go to flaps 28. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Agent Presta says no snow, but things got cold all of a sudden last week. Alright, one thing I'm noticing here, though, I need to look at this. Looks like I've got a little bit of a weird situation going right here, and I don't want to... Oh, that's top of descent is what that is. I thought maybe it looked almost like a little backtrack deal there, but I didn't see anything when we did the plan. So no ATC. So I'm going to rock this baby all the way down. $6,300 basically. Man, I tell you what, guys, it's almost time for my second nap. I have worked so hard today. So, Ori's been in a deep debate about picking up another GA aircraft, and you lost. You just picked up the M500. I have not heard anything bad about that plane, Ori. So, Agent Presta, you have my permission to go take one. And yeah, Mike is confirming you will really enjoy it. I think I'm going to also grab it. It does look really good. It does look really good. I was initially holding off, and because I know the PC-12 is coming out pretty soon. I did see a pre-release video this morning, and the streamer that made it tossed the word soon out quite a few times. So I don't know, but yeah, Mike, and that was my deal too. Like, there's a lot of real world pilots that are saying how much fun they're having with it. So I'm like, all right, good enough for me. For Fussy Pants, indeed. You have the black square TBM, so you don't know why you needed this one. Well, it sounds like the black square has a couple little annoying bugs, like with the comms. So, yeah, I don't know. Ori, Sometimes you just got to treat yourself, man. And that's okay. But yeah, the M500 is for Fussy Pants, and the PC12 coming out is SimWorks Studio, also for Microsoft Flight Sim. So some good aircraft coming out. The H-160, that high performance group helicopter, just also released here recently. Oh, the other one that I thought you guys would get a kick out of, I saw. All right. Here's the one I saw. This is the one I saw released the other day. I saw Conti flying it. And I tell you what, this dadgum thing, look at that sucker. It comes with 9 variants. And of course, I asked myself, who knew there were 9 ways to make a box? But it's a little spendy, 50 pounds, which is like 60 some US dollars. I'm curious about the Belfast Concorde that's available, but anyway, that's a different story. But yeah, he flew this thing, and like it you know, it's obviously a very unique looking plane to begin with, but it looked pretty cool. I mean, I don't know, it's just like whatever. Like maybe I'm just in kind of a cargo hauling state of mind. I wish I could zoom in on these, but everything was functional on the inside. There were he tried to pop a couple of fuses to see if those were functional. It didn't look like they were, but right, Mike, thank you. It's the Shorts 360. Yes. Cat lady's time. Welcome to the cat lady chat. Oh man. But I mean, look at that. Like it's an aircraft only a mother could love, but like it's the perfect plane for what it's meant to do, right? Load that bulky, square-looking cargo and haul it to places unknown. Like, I'd much rather have this than the ATR. And you can, it's a, you know, you've got, it'll do passengers as well, so I need a cat pic to put up during this time. Anyway, so I've got my eye on it. But you know, the one thing that looked a little iffy were the textures, and like it didn't look like this looks pretty cool here, but like when you look at it down here, it's like like for 50 pounds. Load square cargo, yeah, also known as passengers. True, it's true. You got more headroom. I never thought about that, but I mean, it's a high wing, prop-driven, unique airplane.
Good job.
So there you go. New plane fund. Don't start that. Don't start that. But I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that was a thing. That was out. This is something that that's what you get when you watch the Continuum channel. Same idea as the C408 Sky Courier. Yeah, Agent Bravo 7. That is a very good point. Is the okay? I'm looking. The Sky Courier is no. I thought maybe it was a single engine, but you're right. It's the same idea. You're right. It's a Cessna though, and And the shorts is a Dassault or something, right? It's French cutting edge flying box. That's kind of like Minnesota mountains. Those are two terms you just don't hear together that often. But yeah, that's a like look at that. Like how much fun would it be to fly that little sucker? That's got Fargo, North Dakota to Whitehorse, Ontario or whatever written all over it, you know? Or Fargo to Oxford, Kentucky or something, you know, just Casper, Wyoming to Riverton, Wyoming. You know, that's what these are all about, right? The Sky Courier business jet? What? I think they don't quite have that right, but that's yeah. So anyway, I love cool, unique airplanes. My worry is, though, is that it would end up being one of these deals, right? Like I remember getting the Islander way back in the day, and flew the heck out of it for about a month, and then just never went back to it. And I don't know why. Like it was a great plane. I liked every part of it. It shake, rattle, and roll. It was from Nimbus. Remember Nimbus? And Torque Sim put one out also, and Thuranda has put one out for X. So I mean, there's no shortage of Islander airplanes. But I just, for whatever reason, I just never went back to it. And I fear that the shorts or that Sky Courier would end up being something similar. Word on this one is that the new version is actually very good. Apparently early on, the initial release was not that good, but... And Mike, you and I, we're cut from the same cloth, and I think that the reason is that I live in a part of the world where that's the kind of planes we get. Like, we don't get 767s. We don't get, you know, those types of planes. We get the small, strange ones. And so when you see one of those, and of course, I live, as you guys know, I live in the approach path to our local regional airport. And so when I'm out mowing the lawn, or I'm out shoveling snow, or I'm walking to work or walking home from practice or whatever, like, I see those planes coming in, and I'm like, you can tell, like, by the sound first, right? Before you even see them, you're like, ooh, that sounds different. What is that? So you have to stop, you have to look, and then you're like, oh, what the heck? Maybe you can get a picture of it with your phone, and then you go and you research it, and you're like, oh, that's a blah, blah, blah. And then before you know it, 2 hours have passed, and you've been researching it. And of course, the next thing you're doing is you're looking to see if there's an add-on for, you know, X-Plane or something. And yeah, I don't know, but so you made Boston Center chuckle the other day checking in a Skycatcher. Nice. Those guys are so good about that, though, Mike, aren't they? Like, I can't tell you how many times I flew my Cessna 182 from Nantucket to Boston. Those guys do such a nice job. They don't worry too much about that. Boston has that one runway, 3-2 or whatever, though, that you can do that too. Like, they don't mind. And then they have the other runway, that super short runway that apparently they never use. Like, they've never used it, and they never plan to use it. And I'm like, why do you even have it? Like, why is it a thing? I'll pull this up for you guys that are familiar with what I'm talking about. Maybe somebody here knows. But, like, if you're a GA traffic, like, they're going to land you on 3-2. They'll land you over here, and then they can just taxi you all the way around up to the GA area, which is, it's a long taxi, but they can keep you out of the way. But my question is, they've got this 3-3 right, 1-5 left. It's like a 2,500 foot but like from what I understand, like it is never ever used, like never. And so, like, why did they construct it? Why is that there? Was it there initially and just got phased out, or I don't know. I'm looking for someone to tell me the answer. Hey, Smitty. I don't know. I don't know. When you've done your wings, you've just been told to land long. Yeah, yeah, and then you can just roll, right? Just roll all the way down. Like if you can land down here by 22 left, you can exit on November or down here at the very end. Yeah, that's a good way to go. But yeah, I don't know very many international and big international airports that are better handling GA traffic on VATSIM than Boston Logan. For sure. For sure, man. Alright, we're over Pueblo, Colorado. That is our, by the way, our alternate if we need it. Come back up here to Pueblo. Flight time looks like we're... Is our flight time? No, this is... I honestly don't know. That's our current time, 2093. Yep, top of drop is here in about 20 minutes. Yeah, 2040, and we're looking at 2100, so about 20 minutes to top of descent. And then we'll be heading into Albuquerque. Appreciate you guys coming along. You know what we could do is, oh, you know what? Look at this. Suckers. They came back on as soon as we left. Son of a guns. We got a buddy. Medner's down here in the Challenger. All right. I thought at one point in time it said he was at a helipad. He must have just been at this little regional airport. He has been loving the Challenger. He has been all over that thing. He is one of the most detail-oriented flight simmers that I've ever met, and he's a lot like Slant Alpha in that regard. He will understand that airplane inside and out. He's gone Hollywood on us. Am I ready to drop into OBS? As in OBS, as in like the broadcasting? Oh, what do you mean there? Airports like Boston allow the intersection departures on their longer runways also, Trobart's saying. Dirty Sack is saying. Oh gosh, Discord picture for my stream. Hey, Rob Buckery. Hello, my friend. All right. Oh, I do have a. Okay, I see. I'm sorry, I missed that. Okay, let me put this in here. Yes. So the next time that we're discussing, how do I paste that? The next time that we're discussing add-ons, I think there's a vote that we try to include this somehow. That's right there, straight from the studio, the Downwind Sim studio. That's an original graphic created just for the stream today. Thank you very much, Ralph. Oh man, graphics on request, that's right. But Boston in particular has the commuter and small planes that can utilize runway 32. So, all right, Drobart, so tell me then, maybe it was you that told me originally that they never use this little short runway. Like, is that true? And if so, like, why is it there? Like, what's the history of that little short runway? Inquiring minds want to know. mean, a 2,500-foot runway is definitely limiting you. You're not landing an Airbus on that. I get that, but like to me, it feels like it's up there, sort of on the northern side. They used it a little bit when first made. Like to me, it looks like it's up there, close to the general aviation area, like for a reason, right? Like here's the GA area, so this, yeah, it's for blimps. That makes perfect sense. And remember, there's like water right here. So I don't know. I've just always been curious about that. I just need to. Now they have a new runway that was opposed. So a new runway that's not on the current sectional. Is that what you're saying? Interesting. Those darn Bostonians. All right, I got to figure out how to. Runway 32 and 14. Okay. I got to figure out how to descend here. So I think we've got this set, and I'm curious. I can't remember, so we're going to kind of find out together. But I think if we're in. Well, I'm going to fly over the top of descent marker and see if it automatically captures the vertical path. If it doesn't, then we're going to pull this out. Press forward to descend. So that's this guy here. So it doesn't capture it manually, downwind sim. Is that what you have to engage it right before the top of drop? Oh, don't listen to you. Well, you know the MD80, man. You taught me the MD80, so I figured you knew. Full of knowledge, my friend. You have a love-hate relationship with VNAP, yeah. Oh, so the new runway is only kind of going one way. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I mean, I personally, like, it doesn't bother me, but then again, we see like 10 planes a day at most, and 9 of the 10 of them are propeller driven and aren't that loud. So if I had a flippin' jetliner flying over my house every minute and a half, it might be a different story. Alright, we're getting down to a part of the world that is nice and mountainous. This looks like Hanksville. Is this Hanksville? Looks like the little draw that you take to go to Hidden Splendor. No, Hanksville isn't quite so mountainous. It's more canyons. You know, New Mexico is a place we haven't done a whole lot of. Arizona and New Mexico haven't done a whole lot of bush flying downwind sim. Maybe we should look into that a little bit, huh? For year 5. Chicago has similar runways, new runways like that. Yeah, Boston's only been there for 100 years. That's a good point, Mike. They need to cater to the folks that bought houses in the neighborhood recently. Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't feel too bad for those people. Yeah, for sure. That buy property near the airport. It's like the same thing's happening to Denver International, right? Like when they moved from Stapleton, which was completely surrounded by city, out to DIA, it was 20 miles away from Denver. It was 20 miles away from anybody. And now there's freaking golf courses and hotels and housing developments. Like half of the airport is surrounded again. And so it's just insane. And I mean, I get it, like that property is relatively affordable, right? So here's Denver, just to give you a sense of like here's Denver International. So Stapleton, Denver Stapleton used to be right here. There's still a no, I take that back. There is, there's still, it's really hard to see it. Buckley, yeah, anyway. Oh, right over here, Wings. Yeah, so this is where Denver Stapleton used to be. This road here was aligned with one of the original airports, Lowry Boulevard. And the wings over the Rockies Air and Space Museum is one of the old hangars. In fact, this whole complex here is just old airport buildings. So anyway, so that's where it used to be, just as a reference, and here's where it is now. And so yeah, like it was moved. Can I do a distance? I'm trying to remember how to do a distance measurement. Measure distance. So they moved it from here to here. So yeah, they moved it a full 10 miles away. So I guess maybe it wasn't 20 miles, but like all of this, like this is a toll road that there were no houses anywhere near. Like everything from Denver basically like was right around I-70 and I-25. And so, you know, all of this stuff, all of these, like you can see, it's, I mean, it's just like how, like they're like within 2 miles of the airport now. So hopefully, hopefully they enjoy airplanes. That's all I can say. Robert says, used to get prop liners over your neighborhood and they were great to watch. Oh, they were only be about 1,500 above. And the Connies and the DC-6s, oh man, in the 60s, yeah. Boston used to land east back before all the skyscrapers were built on runway 9 and 27. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Like you take a look at that runway, and I'm like, how do you get down if you're landing westbound on that sucker? You don't. Yeah, the area around Denver, the property values are crazy high, and so like people are literally, they're going clear out to the sticks and buying up farmland because they can't afford to build in these new residential areas. And that's really up and down that whole front range. I-25 is goes north and south there, and that's where the junior first officer lives, kind of in that's called the front range, all those cities that are up and down there, and that place is place is spendy. I don't know. They're paying more to rent a 2-bedroom apartment right now. 2-bedroom kind of like there's a house split down the middle and they've got 2 bedrooms on their side. They're paying more for rent in that than I paid for in mortgage for my first home. It's just like, wow. Cool thing about the desert, though, that people don't realize, is almost anything can grow if you just add water. Like the driest, most arid places can grow almost anything if you just add water. It's really strange. Joe Bart's also saying also back then the airports weren't flying with such frequencies, and so yeah, it was between 10 and 15 minutes between flights. Yeah, the traffic, the volume of traffic, right, wasn't quite as crazy. All right, so here again, this is what we're going to do. We're going to fly over the descent point, and if that doesn't, if we don't pick up the vertical track here, then we're going to come over here, and I think if I click up, it pushes in, which allows the computer to manage the descent. I think if I click down, from what I remember, it's like pulling out towards me, which means that I manage the descent, which means I would have to dial in the vertical speed. So that's what we're gonna test that theory. Yeah, no jet noise. Yeah, and also, I mean, like back in the 70s and the 80s, like the jet noise was a whole different level than it is now. Even though we have, you know, bigger engines and more volume, more traffic volume, the noise is so much less now. My headphones are dying. You guys let me know if that messes up the audio. I know at one point in time it made the audio sound kind of weird, but the reason why there's so much more problems with birds around airports now is that the noise has been reduced with these big jet engines to the point where like they don't scare the birds off as much. And very polluting. Yes. Oh man, I can still remember the pictures of the old, you know, DC-8s taking off and just leaving 4 brown streaks as they left. Yeah. Yeah. A different era, to be sure. I think the industry as a whole has done a very good job of being responsive to things like that. And I think they're still looking for alternate ways, right? Like they know that they can't survive on fossil fuels forever. They're trying to figure things out that could be alternate sources of power. Could still see the trail 10 minutes later hanging in the air. Yeah. Yeah, the other thing too, remember they used to let them fly past Mach 1 so you'd get the sonic boom flying over your house too, right? Rattled the dishes. Wonder who got shot. Okay, I'm trying to get my... like I'm a long way away from... Hang on for a second, I'm going to try to get my chair set up here. chair always ends up working its way back away from my desk a little bit over time. The Convair 880s. Gosh dang it. This cold's bugging me. Okay, well, here we go. And we are past the top of the center. We're right there, coming up on it. I still don't see a vertical profile unless that's it right there. Okay, I'm getting ready to push it in as it's Yep, I don't think so. So we're going to go ahead and push it in here. Oh no, that just captured the altitude. Okay, so that's not right. We're going to pull out. It's going to go to idle clamp. Alright, so pitch mode, I think it's going to try to hold the airspeed. Man, I really feel like there was a better way to do that. Like it would follow a descent path and hit these speeds and these altitudes and not just go into idle descent mode here. Okay, so EB, like we should be about 307. And we're a little high, and our speed is, speed's about the same. I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering a different aircraft, but I've felt like. Yeah, but I'm not seeing anything here. Okay, well, we'll just step her down and hope that we'll be close to. See, the problem is I need to be at 270 at DTEC, so that's what I'm worried about. Not necessarily getting to 240, but being the right speed. So so maybe I can do this. Let's see, it's got the speed turned way down. I want to be 270. Set heading pull knob, set speed pull knob down. So that sets my speed at 270. My notes do say though to set altitude, to set it, and oh, but this is, if I pull down then I go vertical speed. Alright, so let's control this a little bit then. If we go 1,500 feet a minute, will that allow us to slow down? We will learn together. My guess is we're going to end up being a little off here by the time we get all the way down, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. My engines have rolled back though, so maybe it's trying to slow to 270. Yeah, my speed is slowly coming down. 1,500 feet a minute is not too aggressive to where you can't slow down. Certainly not 1,000 feet per minute, which is maybe what I would want to do to slow down a little bit more. But in other aircraft, what we would probably do is we'd get to 240 and then we would level off until our speed was right. So how about we do that? Let's level at 240. Let's let our speed get to 270, and then we'll keep working our way down. Then the next step will be 9 or 1,000. Again, I don't know that that's necessarily the correct procedure, but I think it'll help us hit our marks a little bit anyway. Yeah, Deltec or DTEC here, we're going to be at 240. That's good, but we're going to be a little fast, so we'll just kind of slow it down. And so speaking of, kind of arm the spoiler. I'm going to go medium auto brakes, and then we'll just look to put the flaps down on schedule. So we can start throwing things out here. Wait a second. Oh, gear, yeah. 207, I can start to put things out. All right. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're a little past. The next thing we need to do is go down to 9 or 1,000. We are definitely not slowing down anytime soon, but that's okay. I think we'll do this. We'll just kind of start down here. Here we have to be all the way down to 210. And actually we need to be at 250 at Volcano. I'm gonna have to toss some speed brakes out, alright. Let's go ahead. I'm not sure what it's showing me here, but I don't think it liked me throwing the brakes all the way out like that. So I'm only going to go about like 2/3 speed brake. Oh, that'll slow me down a little bit. Once I get to 250, I want to turn the auto brake off. I'll wait a little bit on the auto brake. Alright, that looks good. We'll put that back off here, and then again, it's kind of, I don't know if it's indicating kind of where it's taking it or not, but anyway, we're going to be at 250. Good. And then we're heading on down to 9 or 1,000, and yeah, I think we'll be all right. Albuquerque traffic, UPS 816 is about 30 miles north of the field, descending through 220 inbound Albuquerque. I know we're not going to get all the way to 210, but I'll go ahead and spin that down. We can start creeping down toward that anyway. 900,000 at Kristen. Okay. I think we've got some work to do, boys. Yeah, we're at 21. We've got, yeah, shoot. Yeah, 20 miles to lose 10. It's not going to happen. We're not losing 20. We're not. Yeah, we're not losing 10,000 feet, 20 miles. I'm gonna have to probably vector myself. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get to Kristen, and I'm gonna fly a little bit of an outbound course, and then come in and intercept the localizer, because I'm definitely not gonna be able to make the cutoff like is suggested on the arrival chart. So I'm going to go heading mode here. Those video games only give teens bad ideas. Dirty Sack says. Yep. Agreed. Just one last double check, make sure I don't have any ATC nearby. I do not. And back over to SimBrief. I want some arrival information. I've got an altimeter 3031. Oh man, I don't think I ever went to standard altimeter. Dang it. Quit talking about me, Rob Valkyrie says. Albuquerque, by the way, winds are calm, and we've got good visibility. We've got temperature 17. Beautiful day in the high desert. Down through 18 right now. Yep, I don't like... If I'm close to 9 at Kristen, if I'm close to 9, what if I did some speed brakes again? Could I possibly... I wonder if I could threaten 9 or 1,000 and 210 knots. Let's see. I guess we'll not rule it out. But like I said, we always have the option just to take a right instead of a left and fly a little outbound. And then we can come back and intercept. Wouldn't take us long to get where we need to be. We're slowly slowing down here. Little by little. We're going to be close, but we're going to be a little fast. So I do think still we're going to make a right-hand turn. That way we can get to 9 or 1,000. We can slow down to 210. We can get everything configured. Start to get flaps out and all that good stuff. And there's our airfield right over there. It's a right-hand turn to get down to the cargo area, by the way. And again, if we go missed, we make a right-hand turn. We go right back to the Albuquerque VOR at 8,000. So we're going to be ready for that. Yep, we're not quite there yet, are we? So let's do this. Let's fly outbound here like let's see, 260. Make that turn. Ended up about 5,000 feet too high there. I'm not sure exactly what happened, other than I'm a perfect example of somebody who really appreciates ATC because they can tell me what to do and when to do it. And that's very helpful. Albuquerque traffic. UPS 816 is descending 11,000. We are on an extended left downwind runway 8. Albuquerque traffic. Alright, hopefully my headsets have a good charge because I keep hooking my elbow on the cord here. I'm looking for 9,000 and then I'm looking to slow down. I can put flaps in here now, which will help. You can go to flaps 15, and I do need to pull back the speed brake while I do that. Does not like that from past experiences. And I can also rearm my auto brake. Okay, very good. Trim. Did you guys see that video of the lady who is the actual voice of the McDonnell Douglas, the Bitchin' Betty sounds? Somebody posted that on, I think it might have been the Virtual USA Flying Club, or maybe it was might have been Defective Crayons channel. But anyway, yeah, there's an actual lady, like it's not computer gen, it's and she said, yeah, they made me say it this way. And so it was kind of cool. 10,000. Here comes some lights. Everything else I think is good there. We're going to level at 9, and then again, as I level at 9, we're going to wait, and we're going to make sure we get 210. Oh yeah, we're going to basically have 210. Beautiful. All right, let's spin it around. I don't know if we can quite make this turn, so we may have to come back and grab it from the other side here. Let's start at about 100. Let's see what happens here. Albuquerque traffic, UPS 816 is about 15 miles west of the airport, turning inbound runway 8, Albuquerque. Alright, are we at 210? Beautiful. So now we need to go down. We need 6,300 to get the glide slope. I'm just going to go at a leisurely 1,000 foot per minute here. I'm too far out. I've lost my localizer, so we're just going to just kind of fly on this heading, and maybe we'll pick up the localizer in time. If not, we'll probably just kind of go through and then come back and grab it from the right hand side. That should be okay. Flaps 35 is what we're set configured for landing, and again we're going to be looking for approach of 164 and a VREF of 159. Okay, there's the glide slope, which we're on our way to get below. There is roughly, the intercept course is 79, so I think we're probably going past it. That's okay. Still no localizer. I'm going to set it at about 70, and this is going to look like a little bit of a funny approach course on SkyVector or Volanta, because we may do a little of this until we... Oh, there we go. In fact, I think there we are. Very good, very good. Below the glide. Leave it right there. All right. There's our... Nope, I take it back. Where's our airport? There's our airport. Ooh, I feel like I'm too low now all of a sudden. 63 is what I want. Definitely below the glide slope. Okay, how about we slow to 180? Maybe we're gonna just land on the interstate here. Where is my airport, guys? Alright, so I don't know what to say about this, you guys. Is my... There's the airport. Is my... I wonder if my altimeter's off. Oh, maybe we're just... Maybe there's a little ridge line here. I'm trying to look also on the chart. Maybe there's just a little ridge line here. Well, definitely not by the book approach here, you guys. Apologize for that, but we're gonna level off right here. And I see exactly what I did. Okay. I totally misread this, guys. I was looking at the VR thinking that was the airfield. I should still be, like, here's GLOB. I should still be at 7,200 right now. I'm actually about 900 too low. Ah, yeah. So that is the reason. Okay. All right. Well, we've got enough to clear this little ridge line here, but we're scaring the coyotes off, that's for sure. I don't know if we'd have missed that. I don't know if we'd have missed that thing. And I better grab my localizer. There we go. We're going to go flaps 35. We are still below the glide slope, so we're just going to stay level here. And at 180. Until... Oh my gosh, look how far. Is that my airport? Holy cow, yeah, I'm a long ways away. I'm going to wake this neighborhood up, aren't I, guys? Good thing there's no ATC. This is why I need ATC. I need guidance. Please, help me. Ah, we're fine. We're fine. And, tower, UPS 816 is requesting permission to buzz the flight deck. Maybe I wanted to land on 82nd Boulevard instead of runway 8. Did you guys ever think of that? Let's look at that. Oh yeah, I got tons of room. What are we talking about? We're good. We are good. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The packages don't care if we're a little bit low. Man, this thing pitches, doesn't it, when it gets slow? It is a pitchy little booger. Ortho scenery change there. Yeah, we're good. We are so good. We got to test out our TWAS.
Whoop, whoop, pull up. Terrain, terrain.
Terrain.
We are good. We are so good. Our external hard drive is big enough to put the game on? Yeah, that's what I have mine on.
Terrain.
I've got I think I have a 3 and an 8, and I don't remember which I have it on, but yeah. Well, I take that back. I have X-Plane on one and Microsoft Flight Sim on the other, and I don't remember which is which. So, I would think 1 terabyte would be enough, yeah. Alright, we're looking for 163 on the approach.
Terrain.
We've got the glide slope.
terrain. Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain.
I'm gonna be short. Ugh. Dang. Yeah, I really lost power there at the end. Reversers are engaged. I need to do overflight for sure. Alright. What I forgot to do, so I disengaged the autopilot, but I forgot you have to come down here and you have to hit this for the auto throttle. And so I was trying to jam power back in to the throttle, but yeah, it doesn't work. We made it. Thankfully, they put that extended threshold on it for us. So, Albuquerque traffic, UPS 816 is clear of runway 8. Yeah, I'm glad the good citizens of Albuquerque passed that bond issue to get that extra 200 feet of threshold put on for us. Ah, you know what the hey. It was still fun. My dog is barking because he knows it's lunchtime. I got all kinds of orange lights coming on. That means you've done it right, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that means you've done it right. This, by the way, is an old X-Plane 11 payware that works quite nicely in X-Plane 12, if anyone is interested. Flappies are coming up. And we're going over there. Aha, point me in the direction of Albuquerque David Cassidy. Mike, thanks for the good job. It wasn't exactly good, but we made it. It's going to be a clunker of a landing rate. That's for sure. Holy cow. But I will try to do a replay. We haven't tried to do a replay for a while. ABS disarmed. Auto brake system is... Okay, yeah, that should be off. There we go. CG disagree. Yeah, that was all the way back to the beginning when I thought I was going to do a flap 15 departure, and I should have reset it in my performance page, and I just did not. But I think, again, I'm just going to need a redo. So I'll plan another flight. I'll try to practice up a little bit, and maybe it'll be a little smoother. I'm hoping we didn't squash all the Blue Fox baked goods back there. But you know what? If I have to, I'll fly all the way back up to Vancouver and get some more. I'll do that for you guys. Ah, here comes dinner for the dogs. Looks like Cutter Aviation is ahead. The Partridge Family tune. Yeah, I like this little airport. It's nice. We're going to turn on Charlie, which is the next one. Go by Eclipse Aerospace. I can't remember the other Cutter apparently is there as well. Alright, this will be our turn. Albuquerque traffic. UPS 816 is crossing runway 30 on Charlie. Albuquerque. At least they used to be there, yeah. This could still be. I'm trying to read what that one says. Might be. Let's go see if we can see it. What's that one say? I've just welcomed Albuquerque. Yep, I'm rolling to a stop here. Keep the power on. Let's get in here. if I'm going to make a radio call that I'm crossing the runway, I probably should try to cross that runway. That's a pro tip. Phoenix to El Paso to Albuquerque, that's a heck of a suggestion there, my friend. That's a heck of a suggestion. El Paso is a big cargo hub. In fact, for this plane, the tutorial flight is out of El Paso. Oh, that's the Cutter FBO location? Oh, all right. I wasn't on the same wavelength with you there, Robert. This, by the way, is the GA area at Albuquerque. And then obviously down there where the big heavies are. That's where we're located. There's the tower view. And I am not intentionally trying to drag this out, you guys. I promise. I think at this time you'd probably get some APU power going here, right? Looks like there's a few more of our MD11 brethren down there. The National Nuclear Storage Areas there nearby. Pleasant thoughts. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, we've got a lot of that stuff where I live too, so it's just kind of like, I don't know, where would you rather be? Would you rather be on the bullseye where if it happens you won't know it ever, whatever hit you, or would you rather be thousands of miles away where you die slowly during the nuclear winter? Yep. All right, in we go here, you guys. Just about there. UPS guy parking in the FedEx lane. They love that here. They love that here. Is there even a UPS section? I guess I shouldn't be so presumptuous. Maybe this is just a FedEx dude. FedEx place. I don't know. Oops, I'm off my line here. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, that is available. We're good to go there. We're going to come down here, set the brake. Go ahead and kill the engines. I should have already turned off the taxi lights. Sorry about that. Taxi dude. Beacon can come off. High intensity runway turnoffs can come off as well. Nav is off. Yes, 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 yes. We're good, we're good, we're good. You guys. All right, well, Yeah, that was fun. Shall we have a look at the replay? Let's see what happens here. Replay, replay, replay. Let's find out. This is, ooh, hey, we might be good. See if I can drag it back. Nope. As soon as I try to adjust it manually, it goes crashy, crashy. Shoot. Rob, hey, no problem, buddy. It was unplanned and not at the normal time, so I'm just glad you were here and able to join. That was fun. It was great having you guys. All right, I guess let's do this.
Thanks for watching my papa.
Thank you so much, guys. Lots of thank yous again today. Mike Stein, thanks for the 100 bits. Appreciate that. The new plane fund, yes, indeed. I'll let you know if I end up getting anything. Agent Bravo 7, thank you again for the nice raid. Always great hanging out with you and your community. Thank you for coming in. And then we had Drobart, who's now Dirty Sack, who followed again. We have Simflyer Brazil 2 with the follow. Solar Hawk 73 with the follow. And then kicking it all off, our friend and Bush Hooligan, fellow Bush Hooligan Downwind Sim, came in with the 28-month re-ascription. Thank you very much, Ralph. It was great to hang out with you. All right, I mentioned already that the next flight for me will be on Monday. It's the Bush League Backcountry Fly-In, and so I would love to see you guys there, without a doubt. And it's 8 p.m. Eastern time, which is now 1 o'clock in the morning Zulu time. And so let's just kind of try to plan on that. The information will be available soon on www.downwindsim.com. So just look for that, and we'll have the download information for you. It is the scenery is X-Plane 12 specific, but they're the airfields really end up looking really nice in Microsoft Flight Sim just right out of the box too. So it's you can definitely fly it if you're a Microsoft Flight Sim pilot as well. Let me see. I think we're going to go over and pay our friend 757 Spy a raid. He has come in with a couple of monster raids this week, so let's take our 14 strong over and just tell him thank you, basically. Appreciate you guys flying along with me, hanging out with me again. Thanks so much. We'll see you on Monday. Have a good rest of your weekend. Can't wait to fly with you again. See you soon. God bless.